AskReddit by proof temporary 6928. What's something that was supposed to be the next big thing but absolutely flopped? Gitch, a phone and a video game system. Too bad you had to remove the battery whenever you wanted to change games. The N-Gage could have been revolutionary tbh, it's basically the early prototype for the PSP and Switch. What really killed it was that it was a bulky Game Boy Advance pretending to be a phone. Hell, even the N95 was a great phone for its time. Edit. Game Boy and Game Gear walked so N-Gage could run. I only brought up GBA because it was a handheld being sold at the same time as the N-Gage, not to discount the previous console history. The Segway. Too fast for the sidewalk, too slow for streets. 3D TVs. 3D movies in general. When the new 3D started becoming a thing like 10 years ago, Popular Mechanics released an article talking about how 3D technology was going to reinvent how we watch TV and movies. At the end of the article there was a notation that said the article was originally printed in an issue of Popular Mechanics around 1983. It was just showing that while technology has become better, it was still too early to suggest it was going to reinvent anything. Someday true 3D will be invented with true eye focus, allowing us to focus on things we want to on the screen like we do actual three-dimensional objects. Until then I don't see 3D becoming the way we consume movies and TV. Even then I think AR/VR is more likely to change how we watch things. Google+. Everyone thought it's gonna be the Facebook killer, now it's just a history. I really like the circles feature of Google+. You could have a friend circle, a family circle, a work circle, whatever you wanted. And then when you posted you chose which circle, saw the post. Seemed like a really smart way to do a social media platform. I'm surprised no one else has done something similar. Google Glass. I think Glass will have a resurrection as an industrial tool rather than a everyday accessory. The 2.0 version is heavily marketed towards business and having AR overlay would be incredibly helpful in fabrication and QC. Quibi, the streaming service with 5-10 minute long TV shows meant to be watched on mobile. They spent nearly $2 billion, recruited A-list celebrities, were run by a former Disney executive co-founder of DreamWorks, and completely tanked within 6 months. I believe they try to blame their failure on the pandemic, but realistically, this is what happens when a bunch of out-of-touch media executives get too into being data-driven and think they can synergize and scale their way into being cool. I have worked with this particular kind of star FK executive and it was so satisfying and validating to see this stuff fail. Isn't that basically YouTube except all the content would be created by Hollywood executives, I guess? Amazon's Fire Phone. Amazon Fire Phone sucked. I just bought an Amazon Fire TV and I like it so far. I'm just waiting for the ads to start rolling in on the home screen, though. It was cheap, 4K, and does the job I want it to do. Time will tell. Lol. BlackBerry without the keyboard. Fell flat on its face. Too bad, was a great Canadian company and a world leader in mobile devices until they got so arrogant they thought they knew what the consumer wanted but didn't. Bye bye BB. I miss the BlackBerry era. The way they turned from business professional phones to the hot new thing at my school, BC of BBM. Everyone had one and it was all what's your pin. I would genuinely buy one now for the nostalgia, and BC I'm over having everything available at my fingertips. Severely impacts my productivity. LMAO. Eater. Lana Del Rey has a super old and released song called BBM Baby which always takes me back whenever I hear it. It's super upbeat and fun. https://m.youtube.com/watch?1btpv02fqam. Liffy, Wi-Fi that works with light reflections, or reflective surfaces in the house must